Welcome to the Think and Grow Well Show. If you allow your doctor, your insurance, or your Uncle Sam to define healthy, or you blame someone else for the way you feel, or you seek the fountain of youth in a prescription bottle, at a needle tip, or along the scalpel's edge, then be advised, you are about to be offended. You should probably leave now.
Anybody can just think and feel better? That's scary. I mean, thoughts aren't regulated by the feds, and no drug company has a patent on them. So thinking thoughts must not be very safe or effective.
If you love feeling frisky and having fun, take responsibility for your own vitality, and want freedom to enjoy epic experiences with folks you love, welcome aboard and prepare to be blown away. The Think and Grow Well Show starts now. Here's your host, Dr. Lori Barr.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lori Barr, and you're listening to the Think and Grow Well Show. In today's episode, I'd like for us to consider what happens when we do have a close brush with death or with any other instance that reminds us that we're human and we're mortal and that life is fleeting. And specifically, let's look at the condition of what happens when your body fails you in some way and you think that you're over it, but you're not quite sure. I have a friend who had a condition that she developed where she would have these blackout spells, and her doctor said it was a side effect of some medicine she was taking, and when she stopped taking the medicine, it seemed to go away for a little bit, and then when she least expected it, she had one of those spells where she blacked out, and it absolutely freaked her out. And she ended up feeling like she couldn't trust her own body. So let's talk a little bit about what happens when we get stuck in worry, fear, or doubt, and how that keeps us from making progress in life. Whenever you're challenged by disease, it's a reminder that you're mortal and that your body is the part of you that is not going to continue on when you pass. And when you're reminded of that, the typical reactions are one of three negative emotions: worry, fear, and or doubt. And it's important to recognize that these emotions may be triggered by something that happened at a different point in your life, or even maybe in one of your ancestors' lives, and or related to the environment around you, and may not even be related to you. So the real question we're addressing here is, why are diseases so frightening? One, because it reminds us that we are mortal, that we will pass, and we may not have given any thought to preparation for that passing. So it's important to recognize again that you're more than just a body. You have the spiritual components, the non-physical components that we've touched on before. You have a body, and the body is an instrument of your being. It's yours to use for a short time while you're on the earth, and it's a tool designed to serve you for a finite time as you interact with the other living beings in the world. It's all about relationship when you're in your physical body. So, we've mentioned before a little bit about the non-physical self. Let's go over that in a little more depth. You're a spiritual being that has unbounded potential for connection, creation, and translation. Death is the cessation of animation of the body. What do you call the myriad of movement that animates the body? Spirit. And spirit exists completely separate from the physical realm and is always moving toward creation and expansion. So, it's nice if you've never really thought about yourself being a spiritual being before. In the journal that you may have started previously, if you just consider writing yourself, taking a moment and writing yourself a little phrase that you can remind yourself of so that you know you're so much more than just your body. And the phrase might go something like this. I, state your name, am a spiritual being, a unique soul who uses my mind through resonating frequencies to animate my body into actions that produce the results I see around me. I have within my power the ability to use all parts of my being to create the results I desire. So what does that really mean? It means that everything that you have around you, the condition you find yourself in, it's simply a reflection of how you've been using your thoughts, feelings, and actions up to this point in time. It is not a predictor of your future, and you can change it. Mind is the movement that translates our energy on the spiritual level to the concrete manifestations in the physical realm. Awareness is the ability we have to recognize the effects of our actions on both the physical and the non-physical world. So now you have a full description of all four aspects of being. Mind is movement. Body is the physical tool. Spirit is everything non-physical. And awareness is the ability we have to recognize the effects of our actions on both the physical and the non-physical world.
Your next steps.
Your action step for this week is to simply capture an affirmation that reminds you of all of these things. So like I said, it could be something as simple as I, and state your name, am a spiritual being, a unique soul, who uses my mind through resonating frequencies to animate my body into actions that produce the results I see around me. I have within my power the ability to use all parts of my being to create the results I desire. Write that down and start speaking it to yourself in the mirror. Speak it with a smile and with confidence and say your name proudly. You're a unique creation and you deserve to enjoy the power of your being.
Information in this show and the accompanying descriptions, show notes, and links is provided for informational purposes only. The information is a result of years of practice experience by the author and show guests. This information is not intended as a substitute for the advice provided by your physician, attorney, accountant, or other professional. Do not disregard professional advice or delay in seeking professional advice because of something you have seen, heard, or read related to this show. Information in this show and the accompanying descriptions, show notes, and links, and the use of any products or services trialed or purchased by you does not create a doctor-patient relationship, attorney-client relationship, or any other professional client relationship between you and any of the providers affiliated with this show. Information and statements regarding health regimens, drugs, and/or dietary supplements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration and are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or any information contained on or in any product label or packaging. Always speak with your physician or other healthcare professional before taking any medication or nutritional, herbal, or homeopathic supplement or using any treatment for a health problem. If you have or suspect you have a medical, legal, and/or accounting problem, contact your healthcare provider, attorney, and/or accounting provider promptly.
I'm Dr. Lori Barr. One idea is all it takes to change your world, especially if you realize that you are a spiritual being, you have a physical body, mind is movement, and awareness is knowing that you make a difference in the physical realm and the non-physical realm. I'll see you next time on Think and Grow Well.
Be aware. Vitality is an inside job. Trust your spirit, make up your mind, and get your body in gear. There are no second chances.